Hi there, I'm Stephanie Leach, Health and Juice Coach for Your Plant-Based Lifestyle. And I often get asked what led me to a whole food plant-based diet and lifestyle that includes juicing. And so I wanted to share with you a little of my story because I think it's a very common story and you might be able to relate. So I grew up in Southeast Texas, eating the standard American diet. There was meat at most meals. Fortunately, my mom did cook, so we did eat a lot of vegetables and salads, and she cooked from scratch. And that's where I learned my basic cooking and baking skills. However, when I got married and had my own family, I fell into the trap of eating a lot of packaged processed food. Frozen meal kits and frozen lasagnas and pizza delivery, and we were eating out a lot. And so the weight started to really creep on. And new dietary guidelines had come out, and I realized we really weren't eating nearly as much vegetables as we should have been eating. There were none at breakfast, maybe lettuce and tomato on my sandwich at lunch, and a couple of servings at dinner. And it just wasn't enough to create health. So at that time, I started cleaning up our diet and cooking real whole foods. There was still meat, dairy, and eggs, but I eliminated a lot of the processed food. Then I took a sales job and we moved to Colorado, and I was on the road a lot, and I really didn't understand how to eat healthfully on the road, especially in rural Colorado and Nebraska, and it wasn't easy. And so I ate a lot of fast food drive-through meals and restaurant meals, and the weight really started to pack on. And I was tired. That way of eating did not fuel me with the energy I needed for the job. And I was still dealing with a lot of digestive complaints. I had constipation and bloating since I was a small child. I had just kind of learned to live with it. I had skin issues that I would pop up from time to time. And I ended up resigning from that job and attending the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is where I got my coaching certification through. And I really enjoyed attending that school. I learned a lot about nutrition. We explored a lot of different ways of eating, and I tried a lot of them on myself. And it was through that education and also really looking into resolving my digestive complaints and looking for true health that I discovered that 80% of chronic disease is preventable, and that blew my mind. 80% of heart disease, people suffering with heart disease and heart attacks and stents, and almost all type 2 diabetes. I had, knew people who had family members and friends on dialysis, and many forms of cancer are diet and lifestyle related, totally preventable. So that made a huge impression on me. I started cleaning up my diet and eliminating meat, dairy, and eggs. For a while, I went almost vegan. I was still putting half and half in my coffee in the morning, and didn't realize that that was enough to continue my digestive problems. It wasn't until I totally eliminated dairy and went 100% plant-based that the digestion issues cleared up and my skin issues cleared up, and I got my energy back and the weight started to come off. That was all good. However, I still had about 10 pounds that were just kind of stuck on me. And I thought, well, I'm in my mid-40s. Maybe that's my new weight. Maybe I shouldn't expect to be, the same weight that I was when I was 30. We all hear that. So, however, I remember juicing, and I had an old juicer. I had juiced in my 20s for a while, trying to, beat the pizza delivery and burger lifestyle, but I kind of went back to what I was doing. So I pulled that out, and instead of just juicing seasonally, I really juiced intentionally as a daily habit. And I also started juicing in place of some meals. And let me tell you, the weight came off quickly and easily, and I was able to keep it off. And so that is why I'm so excited to share this with other women, because it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be this endless cycle of yo-yo dieting and living with inflammation or constant bloating and constipation. And we don't have to look forward to a future of the diseases that maybe our parents or grandparents are dealing with. So currently I'm working with clients in a 6-week Juicy Plant-Based Kickstart program. And it's designed to help a person transition into a whole food plant-based diet that includes the daily juice habit. It is the foundation for really tremendous amounts of nutrition to help you lose weight, reset your hormones, promote the healthy eating lifestyle, and it's a delicious way to live. And so nestled in the middle of that program is a very doable 5-day cleanse that includes meals, and then you transition back out into whole food plant-based eating so that you can maintain your weight loss. So if that is something interesting to you and you would like to give that a try, check out the page that has all the details on the program and the link below this video. And if you want to get started, book your health consultation. It's complimentary, and we'll talk about it and make sure it's the right program for you and that we're the right fit for each other. And we'll get started. Talk to you soon.